And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 38-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A carry from the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan will throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Miller with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Lamar now to add the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Saints 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Well, indeed, start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The final shot before half for Breeze. Left side here to Sanders. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. A little juke. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan setting up the screen for Miller. And some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll get this one complete to Davis. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. You got nothing there. 21.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Breeze pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of...
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
New Orleans.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's the end of the third.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking down, and got his man complete. The 30, the 20.
You don't want none, you don't want none.
Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st down, they run with Kamara as he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Grady Jarrett.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check Mike 27. Check. 27. Watch the slant. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Ryan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Damian Radley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Undercrunch. Got it.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, Sam.
They run. It's Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Lamar on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 38, Saints 7.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Breeze now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, Emmanuel Sanders now with the Saints, but he was a member of these 49ers last year for the second half of the season during their run to Super Bowl 54. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And the Saints first down.
One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now.